What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about a more serious issue with the with an artist that I have or had lots of respect for. Is the allegations against Neil Gaiman. So who is Neil Gaiman? You might ask. Neil Gaiman is an English, I believe he's British author that has read most of the work that I've followed in recent years, like American Gods, The Sandman, and a lot of other stuff. I think we'll just search. Let's search for it actually, and then we can see the work. So he's done The Sandman. He's done. I think Coraline is something that I'm familiar with, sort of. American Gods. He's worked about the. He's wrote about the. He's written about Norse mythology. I think Good Omens strikes a bell, but I'm not so sure. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about his work. So how the fuck do I works? Let's see. So a lot of comics. You've got yeah, I think there's way too many to the Sandman, the comics for DC. What I said previously, he's worked on Batman for a few iterations. To Vertigo, he did the Sandman. Stardust, I believe, is fairly well known. Spin-offs by other authors. The Sandman. Uh, Marvel Comics. Yeah, nothing about here. Novels. Let's see. He's published American Gods in 2001, which is a fucking amazing book, and actually an amazing series. Nancy Boys is again amazing. I forgot about that. How the fuck did I forget about that? And I haven't had the chance for reading the Norseman mythology. Maybe let me know in the comments if it's worth it or if it's on par with Nancy Boys and American Gods. The other things I've not followed from him, to be fair. He wrote some poetry apparently. Okay, I might go into that. So, uh, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is that right now there's allegations. There's two women coming forward and claiming that they were raped, sexually assaulted. I let it rape out, but they were sexually assaulted by Neil Gaiman, which, if proven true, would be, I think, too career damaging for him to ever recover for that, and for good reason. To be fair, that's literally the worst thing that can happen to a person, or one of the worst, except torture and that stuff. But still, it's fucking awful. It's horrible, and it just, I don't know, either shows how easy it is to accuse someone of such a despicable act, or how corrupt this whole world of Hollywood actually is, because there's Hollywood there, and people are aware of each other's shit, like it was in the case of R. Kelly, how it was in the case of P Diddy, and numerous other sexual offenders, I believe. So let's dive a little bit deeper into that. So I've opened a website called the Straits Times, which I don't believe what it is, but we're gonna look at what they said about this whole situation. So, first reported the allegation in a four-part podcast on July the 3rd, and now it's July the 7th, so I'm a little bit late to the party. But better late than what was it called? Better late than never. Yeah, that was one. So, one of the women is known as Scarlett, a 23-year-old who says she worked as a nanny to Gaiman's son. She assaulted her within hours of the first meeting in a bath in New New Zealand. What the fuck? Gaiman has an 8-year-old son with his former wife, Amanda Palmer. Okay, I didn't know that. Later had a relationship where he engaged in rough and degrading sexual acts with her. But they had a relationship, right? He is the subject of a police complaint in New Zealand. Okay, so there's some truth to that. Another woman is only known as Kay. She was a fan. She met him at a book signing in Sarasota, Florida, in the US when she was 18. After she turned 20, okay, she developed a romantic relationship. So that's in 2003. Okay. Engaged her in rough and painful sex that she neither wanted nor enjoyed. Like he panicked despite her refusing. Okay, that's assault. So this right here is assault. He denies any allegation of non-consensual sex. Okay, so maybe it was rough, but consensual. Okay. Are motivated by her regret over their relationship while Scarlett was suffering from a condition associated with false memories at the time of their involvement. Well, if you were aware of that, wouldn't that be still be considered sexual assault because she was vulnerable at the time? So is he? Let me get this straight. So he argues that she was suffering from a condition associated with false memories. If he knew about that at that time, then this is assault. I mean, that's predatory, right? Isn't it? Okay, whatever. Let's go forward. Is the beloved author, and that's all. So yeah, apparently it's nothing confirmed yet. But still, he kind of denies the non-consensual part. So he actually agrees that there was intimacy involved. With Kay, he says she's outright lying, but with the first one, Scarlett, I believe was her name, he says something very strange in my opinion. So he says that she suffered from a condition that gave her basically false memories. Wouldn't that be predatory? Um, I think it would be considered predatory, right? I mean, I would consider it predatory. Because she had this condition that was affecting her brain or her train of thoughts, right? Huh. Okay, let's read more about it. Maybe business or no, Yahoo. When Yahoo has more information on the subject, then you know you fucked up. Let's close this up. Oh, and I'm using Microsoft Edge. I actually like Edge. It's a very nice browser. But let's be serious here. It's a very serious topic. His work continued to explore religion, mythology, whatever. The first victim, she wished to remain anonymous, came at Gaiman. That's what I know. Rough and painful sex. She neither wanted nor enjoyed. While she had an infection. Yeah, that's kind of shitty behavior. But if she said no and he still continued, yes, that's sexual assault 101 actually. So right now it's about Scarlet, right? And Scarlet is fairly recent. So K was 2003, but Scarlet is in 2022, right? So 2 years ago? Yeah, about 2 years ago. So she started a sexual relationship only a few hours after they first met. So he actually assaulted her in a bath. But they went to have a consensual relationship. Okay. The pain was celestial, but he refused to stop when she asked. If it's oh, if this is true, then yes, that's SA 101. Both incidents were consensual. Okay, so he actually says that both incidents were consensual. He denies any unlawful behavior with Kay and is disturbed by her allegations. Okay, he believes Case by her regret over their relationship and that Scarlett was suffering from a condition associated with false memories at the time of her relationship with him, a claim which is not supported by her medical. Uh, let's check. So, a claim which is not supported by her medical records and medical history. He believes that, yeah, they only cuddled and made out in the bath, and that he had already established consent for this. Okay, over the 3 week. Oh, so it was a 3 week sexual relationship. Okay, they only ever engaged in consensual fuck is digital. Am I getting old, man? Am I getting old, people? What is this? Digital that involves penetrating the vagina or the anus with one or more. Oh, okay. So digital, digital like in the digits, the fingers, right? Okay. So Neil Gaiman actually did not respond to the insider's request. So this is the Business Insider, right? It's not Yahoo. It's Business Insider. But is this all? I mean, the whole internet, or at least TikTok, has been going off and on and off about this thing. Which again, it's horrible if true though. I mean, do we have the Rolling Stone? Okay, this is reputable, right? I have no idea what is reputable in the international scene or not. To be fair, but let's just take a quick break here and establish that these are allegations, so nothing is proven yet, or there's actually no indication that it's true. Especially with Gabe, which happened in 2003, and he's claiming jealousy in a way, or um, not jealousy, but a very late reaction to their breakup, which feels strange. Wouldn't she like have come forward back then? I think she would have stood to gain much then, but he was not as big as he is now. I mean, he has Netflix adaptations, series adaptations. Back then, he was popular, but in a niche sort of way. He was popular, so he was very well known in his scenes. But right now, he's known worldwide as the creator of The Sandman, which is a Netflix very big hit. The American Gods, which was a very popular show, I believe. At least for me, it's one amazing show. But yeah, if proven true, however, well, it's SA 101. I mean, you cannot even defend that shit. Maybe it's not true. Hopefully, in the first case, but with Scarlett, it happened like 2 years ago, so it's very fresh, and it's very possible that she actually waited this long to get in touch with lawyers to build up her case. So yeah, it's. I mean, Scarlett's actually makes more sense than Case, to be fair for me. But both if true are tremendously horrible and horrendous. Let's see if we find any more information of that, because it's like I don't think Neil Gaiman has any history of degeneracy or indecent behavior towards people. Only being very salty online, but that's not a capital offense if I if I remember correctly. Maybe the laws have changed. Who knows? Let's see. We're gonna read this one, and I think that would be all. I thought have more information to back this up, but other than oh fuck, I have to pay. Yeah, and I'm not paying. Let's see if we've got another source of information. That's actually I want to see if there's any the Telegraph. Okay, I've heard about this one. So Neil Gaiman denies SA. The alleged victims claims the best in sadomasochistic acts and told them to call him master. Yes, but this is more shameful than it is illegal, I do believe, right? Oh fuck it. like most of the what you call it, not lawsuit, is still not a lawsuit. Most of these claims are um, speaking to his degeneracy in the sexual arts, if you want. But nothing really. Oh, of course, there's the essay part. They refused, and he continued. He caused them tremendous amounts of pain, and even though that tremendous amount of pain, they asked him to stop. He refused. Yes, that's essay clearly, and especially if that medical condition of Scarlett is true. Yeah, I think that's, if not essay, that's predatory at least. So that's my opinion on that. Of course, it's everything is just an opinion for me. You don't have too much information. I think that's everything basically. So there's nothing new, nothing groundbreaking, or he denies everything basically. That's the whole point. And of course, he denied. I mean, this type of shit would destroy his career, and probably it will destroy his career. That's how these things go. I mean, there's two allegations, and apparently they're not connected as of yet. I mean, there's no indications that they are connected. Here that he sees following Goema's complaint. He said this reflects his lack of substance. The authorities a number of attempts to speak to key people as part of this investigation. Those efforts remain ongoing. There were a number of factors to take into consideration with this case, including location. Okay, she was 22 and he was 61. He was never accused of any criminal offense because of lack of evidence. The 3 week sexual relationship was consensual. Okay, messages from the woman are evidence that she consented to sex with him. Were the I don't think the messages were released yet, right? So he says that the encounters were consensual and they did not have full sexual intercourse. Hmm. X doubt. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, there's nothing else. I mean, this is basically everything. So yeah, it's a pretty weak case if you ask me. There's no evidence, there's nothing. Even the texts show that it was consensual. I don't want to judge anything, maybe poorly or misguidedly, but I don't think. I mean, he doesn't have a history of doing this shit, right? He's not Diddy, who's known to be a fucking menace to society. He's not R. Kelly, who's been investigated for thousands of times. He's not Weinstein. He's not what you call it, 6ix9ine. So even the evidence against him is kind of flimsy. Again, I don't know what to think about case allegations, but the recent ones might actually hold some truth to them. Maybe it was like so degrading and so horrible, and he just didn't care about or respect her stance on the matter when she asked him to stop, and he continued. Yes, that would be SA, but I think that would be actually reflected in messages or discussions that they had over the days that followed or those incidents. So I don't know what to say. We'll have to wait more. Maybe more evidence will come to light. Maybe we'll actually see some messages, or maybe it will just settle out of court like they usually does, so that the story dies out and his reputation would be sort of intact. Not really intact because that type of shit reflects later, but he's old, so I don't think he. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't think. I hope. I hope they are not true. But there's two of them. It's not one, and it's one of them is very recent. So that's my main concern. But I hope they're not true. I hope they're not true because I always find him wholesome and amazing, even though he's salty online and he's the king of sass in the scene. But Who knows? I guess we'll see, and hopefully it won't be anything basically. But let's see how this plays out. I mean, it's been 4 days since the first reports, and nothing has happened. So maybe there is actually nothing, and the internet has been fuming about this for nothing. And it's not 4 days; it's actually yesterday that it was first reported. I am fucking stupid. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this little more serious talk of sorts. Uh, I don't think I gave you any groundbreaking information. Only my two cents on the matter, and not even that because I'm still unsure on what to believe. I'm tending to lean on his side, to be fair, but only because I know him. So he's a very known face of me and face that I admire. But I'm not dismissive of the women's claims. It might be true. It might hold enough truth or so that it constitutes to essay. Hopefully not, but knowing the world of Hollywood and all that, I've seen too much shit regarding Hollywood to automatically dismiss those cases. So I hope they go to court. I hope that um, if they are in the right, so what they're saying is true, they will fight him in court. But if not, if it's actually just a bunch of lies, I hope he just gets by unscathed. I would hope. I would hope. So I hope from the bottom of my heart everything is false, but I cannot say for sure. So thank you for joining in. Just like and subscribe if you want. I'll be here. So see ya.